Hello everybody, welcome back. Starting week 6 off. That I'm showing you guys with a SK modified fixed series race. Attempted a couple other short track races so far, haven't all gone the greatest. ARCA wasn't horrible except for a mistake that I made in the middle of it. Outside of that wasn't bad, but the two late model races were not very good overall, so trying to get this finally going in the right direction. Weaker strength to field 2500. It's just tough to get SK fixed to go super strong anymore, so it's kind of what it is. Go out for qualifying, 5 flag Speedway, probably one of my better short tracks. See what we can do. If I can get within the mid ones in practice, I think this track's probably a little bit slower than that, so if I can get anywhere near the pole, I'll be happy with that. Try to get a little bit of a run to the line here, just see what we can do. Just trying to carry as much momentum through the corner as I can, not slide it, not push up. Overdrove 3 a little bit there, so we're going to try to make lap number 2 better.
That's pole.
And we're actually on the pole already, but we're still going to try to go faster.
Was at 16.20.
Pole definitely is important here, and good thing that I said it on the first lap, because second lap was not very good, but kind of overdrove it.
Well done.
Take starting on the pole, not by a ton, about 100th or so.
I clicked already, race thing.
Car number 3, so we should finish somewhat towards the front. Under normal circumstances, again, pretty weak if you go 40 laps, a little bit shorter than the other races that I've done so far, so not as many corners per instant at the game, but hopefully try to get away, just keep it clean, not make any mistakes, try to get a jump off the start, and just have clean track until lap traffic happens. Try to get through that, just see if we can get away with an easy win. Nothing feels like it's easy anymore for me, but we're going to try to do the best that we can to make it as clean as possible. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be tough. Switch over to all teams. I always forget to scan that.
You're in pole.
Thanks, appreciate it. Get fired up here, get ready to roll off. Like I said, for whatever reason, they just seem to have
Stay behind the pace
a
car.
decent feel for 5 flags. This isn't, to me,
Were you running the stock offset?
this one's not crazy fun. I think it's just too momentum based, like there's not enough off throttle time. But like I said, I don't know, just do what we can with it. Hopefully have some fun.
All preference.
Try to get away, and big thing is to not clip the apron in 3 and 4 at all. That's definitely the big thing. If I can get away, unless I feel like they're really catching me, I'm not really going to try to push the apron at all. So we'll just try to see what we can get off the start, see what kind of lead we get if they catch us, and then hopefully, you know, not getting into too many problems. I do have, doesn't look like there's a ton of people on it. I have the hide sim stamp numbers so that it's custom numbers. I'm going to try my best to call out the cars as I see them on the relative, not what's on the car number, but I'll probably slip up, so get ready to go here. One.
Let's go.
Probably should have pushed up the front stretch a lot more to have a better run in 1. It's going to allow them to get closer to me, but that's okay. Starting on the outside was a bad deal for the 12. Just nature of short track racing, unfortunately. Not much he really did wrong there. One was just able to get by him. We'll see if the 1 gives us a big run. I'll try to be as efficient on the tires as I can. Trying to lift off enough to not overheat the right front, but keep the momentum up. One's certainly not going to let us get away.
1, 2, 3. You're in the lead.
Usually my fast lap happens somewhere around like, I don't know, 5 or 6. So the tires get a little bit of heat in them, a little bit more grip.
That's the fastest lap of the race. That lap time was 60.22.
Got some slower traffic down low, so we'll keep an eye out for them. No reason to push it. Get caught up in anything, take myself out unnecessarily. As long as I don't overdrive it and protect the bottom, it'll be tougher for the 1 to try to make a pass.
Looks
10
like
minutes.
us, the 1 and the 12, have kind of broken away from everybody. Not sure where the contact happened. I don't know if that's what separated out. 12 through 4, or 12 through 7th, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just fallen back a little bit and has 5th place right behind him.
Lap time was 60.28.
Gotta be careful,
Okay.
guys.
Lap times
Leaving
were
pit road now.
consistent.
Watch, that's why you don't clip the apron. It's gonna allow the 1 to close back up to us. He's 2/10 back. I'm lucky enough to have only lost about half a tenth or so with that. Trying to get as close to the bottom without losing it too much.
Your last lap time was at 16.33.
It's just all about being smooth on the wheel as you can, smooth on and off the throttle, keeping the momentum up as much as you can in the corners. Want to get low, but you don't want to pinch it too much either. Because pinching it just kills the momentum in the center of the corner. Drops you all the way down the straightaway. I feel like the ones driving a little bit better than us right now, probably a little bit deeper in. Just hoping that maybe later on in the run, we'll be able to start pulling away from them.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Let's get closer, so just try to enter a little bit lower, protect the bottom. I'll draw them closer, it's like a catch-22. It'll draw them closer because I won't be able to apex as late, carry as much momentum, but it allows me to protect the bottom a little bit more, which I think is worth a little bit more than the momentum down the straight. You can see how much lap times are dropped off by doing that. I just think these cars are, way too underpowered for the size of the track. But like I said, it's a good test for momentum.
That lap time was
Kinda
60.43.
Helps me work, kind of the ideas of what you would in the truck series. Get back to the bottom, get a little defensive. I'm not going to try to throw blocks, just trying to take away that inside line. Not halfway there yet. Got the 9 coming up. It's a lap down. Bobby was staying high. We're going to have to watch coming off of turn 2 with him.
He's still there.
Still kind of holding there outside.
Keep it together. Hold your line. Clear up high.
One gives us a little bit of a shove, sends us up the track.
Still there. He's still
Trying to
there.
hold him as much to the outside as or hold on the outside as I
Hold
can,
your
but it's just going to be tough. Just kind of out to
Still
lunch.
there.
And now he really
Far
sends
right
us up the
side.
track, so that's
Later
fine.
low.
That's how he
Stay
wants to
high.
run. 9 takes advantage of it. He's going to
Still
dive to our
there. Stay
inside,
inside.
backs out, and the 1, thank you to him.
Me too. That last lap was at
Alright, so
70.
that's how the 1 wanted to drive. I'm not going to go hunting for him, but we'll make note of that. Let's probably get to his back bumper and sit behind him, if I can.
That was at 60.52.
I was fine with the first shove. The second shove was, up the track in the middle of 3 and 4 was kind of a bit much. And we just absolutely gapped the 12. He's over a second and a half behind us.
That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That lap time
Although
was
I'm
60.
I'm supposed to finish 3rd, so I guess I can't get too angry about a second if that's where we finished.
Me2.
Try to keep an eye on the gap at the line each time. Looks like he pulled away slightly that lap. back up just ever so slightly.
You've just done
I entered a bit too low and overdrove
16.54.
one there. Just lifting at the wrong points there in the one that's going to allow him to pull away. He's definitely going to gap us. It's probably going to be 0.22 now.
You've just done a 16.60.
Yeah, almost. Feel like we're faster, just gotta try to be smooth,
That lap was a 16.
not overdrive the entries because that'll allow them to get away. The straights. I want to drive it deeper in, but I know lifting off is the way to go. We got a slow car up high, that's the 6.
That lap was a 16.61.
Watch out for him as we start to catch him. He dives down low. Get on the apron so we get by him with no issue. Almost to the back bumper of the one. Six jumps off. Just trying to stay close. 10 to go. Not quite there, but hanging around, getting closer. Feel like I lift a little bit too much there in the center. Yeah, that lap we messed up a little bit, allowed him to pull away.
Your lap time was a 16.60.
At least it's been a good race between the two of us.
Okay,
Just
Jake.
overdriving the
Consistency.
corners right now. Back to what I was doing before, that's what's allowed him to pull away. I think we closed up that lap.
You've just done a 16.64.
We lost half a hundred there. Three to go, just not enough time.
That lap was a
Not unless he makes some sort of
16.61.
mistake, which I doubt he will. So that was just a product of him being a little bit quicker, moving us out of the way. He just wasn't ever quite there. No big deal, I'll take second. Clean, gave it a good run.
2 laps left.
Not giving up yet, but just seems pretty improbable with how close we are on pace. It's not how I like to win races, but that's short track racing, and to each their own. I can't, you know,
Okay, Jake.
can't get too angry about it because it is short track
We'll be
racing.
on the podium.
But obviously I've done a lot of dumb things to people lately.
Good race, everybody.
Nice win. Good driving. Hey, like I said,
Nice one.
I get the bump first. That kind of sent me up the track. That's fine. I get that one. I hate the second shot that he gave us to run us up the track. At least I don't feel like I turned down on him, but hard to say. I don't know. Maybe he hit the apron and kind of shoved up, and it wasn't actually a shot down. Let's clear out the overlay and then we'll take a look at it. We'll look at the tires too. 85, 89. I probably leaned on the right front a bit too much. 230 is probably a bit too hot. So that probably is what gave him the advantage. And like I said, I just started not driving it very well back end. So let's take a look at the beginning. See, I'll look at that moment with him first, and then we'll go a couple laps behind.
Hey, Jan, I don't know if you're still in here, but
So
I'm
catching
sorry,
up
to
the lap car.
that was spinning was what was
Was trying to, like I said, defend the bottom a little bit, keep it clean, but kind of tough that way. He was running a little bit wider, carrying a little bit more momentum down the straightaway. I don't know. I didn't want to risk getting into the wall or, giving him any shot to get to the bottom. So I thought that was, again, slower lap time, yes, but I thought it was a slightly safer move, and I was just trying to get defensive. So 43 was the lap car. I think he was the 9, I want to say, something like that. Sim stamp. So there's the shove right there. Just gets the run out of the corner. Gives us the shove up the track. Fine. Can't be angry about that one. Running him on the outside. He still has the momentum on the inside, preferred line. I don't know. It looks like he kind of just wiggled a little bit. Let's look at it from his perspective. So he's going down into the corner. You can see the white line. I'm not headed towards the bottom lane by any means. Just coming onto the second lane. I think I expected him to be a little bit lower. It's actually kind of more on me than it is on him, honestly. I think I came down just a little bit too much. Lucky enough that it only kind of shot me up the track a little bit instead of actually spinning me around or giving me a 4x the way that these cars are in the hit zones. It's kind of a racing deal. We were just both trying to go, he was trying to push me up the track a little bit, not go as low so that way I couldn't kind of pinch him off the corner. I was trying to pinch him down a little bit. We were just kind of going for the same spot. So, I don't know. He was just a little bit quicker, so it wasn't, I guess, a whole ton I could do. I just got the one bumper that was enough to do a bump and run, and, that's what it is. I'm not one to usually use the bumper much, but that's widely accepted thing. I really can't get too angry about it. So he was quicker, so can't get angry that way. Let's take a look at everything else and see what happened. I just kind of cuts down on the 11 there, honestly. I'm gonna put that one more on the 5 and then spins around. 43 kind of just taps on the left side. You're gonna see that here. 43 trying to cut down, and 43 gets into the 10. Spins 43 around, 10 pulls off. 4's gonna kind of push up. 6 thought he was able to come down a little bit. Kind of pushed up, so not much. I don't know. I guess kind of on the 6 for cutting down, but 4 definitely kind of pushed up. 5 clips the apron. That's what you got to do. Watching 3 and 4. Then it gets the wall, goes spinning around. That was where I got it. 2. 43's gonna push wide. Netcoat the outside wall. 6 catches the apron. Tries to save it, overcorrects, drives the right side into the wall, spins around, almost carbon copy there. 7 just drives in on the 12, hits the inside retaining wall. 11 blinks, and that was the race. So fairly clean overall. Take a look at the results, hopefully somewhat decent. I believe that should be done. Yeah, top split of 3:25.12 starting to field. Again, not very good, but it is what it is. Almost led half the race, and just wasn't quite as quick. I was a little bit faster up front, probably overdrove it a bit more, and just kind of burned stuff up. 7 cars finished on the lead lap. We had 12 that started, so it's not horrible, I guess, given the strength of field and some of the people in there. Got the 0.4 boost, at least for the safety rating, so it gets us back to 2.45. I think that's somewhat close to where I started the season, I believe. I don't know, somewhere around there. And plus 61 on the strength of field, so or on the iRating. So 31.27. That's, I think, closer to the highest of been. 31.30, 31.40, somewhere right around there. So I'll take that. The one, I didn't realize he was a 6K driver. I honestly did not look in the overlay. So I guess I really can't be too upset, especially if this is something he does a lot of. Then I'm somewhat decent at these. I don't drive them a ton, so I'm a second tier driver. I that's kind of where I am. I can't really be upset with that, and kind of hung around with them. Just it's in this car where it's so much momentum based, especially in the fixed setup when you're so close. It's just all those little tiny details, those little tiny lifts, little tiny lines. You just you cannot miss on it. You gotta be perfect, and that's what makes the fast guys in these really, really good because they're just able to run it right on the edge and run it perfectly every time. So work in progress. Fairly decent race though, actually. Even though it was the two of us that broke away, it was actually a lot of fun and it was a pretty good race. So it was better than I expected for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed that one. So feel free to leave any feedback, and hopefully it was a decent start to week 6 for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that one, and until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.